I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind?
Imagine an artist who not only changed the direction of world music, but also broke down the barriers between the entertainment and global fashion industries. An icon whose every move makes history. That is Jungkook from BTS. And this time, together with HYBE and Calvin Klein, he proves once again that his influence extends far beyond the music stage. Hello everyone, welcome back to Top K-Pop, where we discuss every important moment that is shaking up the world of K-pop and global culture. Today, we will discuss BTS's Jungkook, who is once again in the international spotlight through his iconic collaboration with Calvin Klein, a strategic move that has also brought HYBE to the forefront of global attention. When Calvin Klein announced Jungkook as its global brand ambassador, many predicted that this would be a major turning point. However, no one expected the impact to be this huge. The promotional photos of Jungkook released by Calvin Klein immediately dominated social media, trending in various countries and setting engagement records with millions of likes, comments, and shares in just a matter of hours. HYBE, as the agency behind BTS's success, naturally reaped tremendous positive benefits. Their decision to pave the way for Jungkook into the fashion world turned out to be not just a business move, but a strategy to expand K-pop's influence to a global level. This collaboration proves that artists under HYBE are not just idols, but also global pop culture icons capable of influencing various industries. Praise poured in from all directions. International fashion media outlets such as Vogue, Elle, and GQ wrote lengthy articles about how Jungkook successfully brought a breath of fresh air to the Calvin Klein brand. Fashion critics praised his natural charisma, professional attitude, and Jungkook's ability to appear authentic even when dressed in a global brand image. Many called him the face of a new generation capable of redefining global fashion standards. On the other hand, HYBE received millions of compliments from fans and international media for accurately reading global trends. They knew that Jungkook was not just a talented singer with a golden voice, but also a figure with visual appeal and personality that could reach audiences outside the K-pop circle. This strategy has made HYBE increasingly recognized as one of the world's entertainment powerhouses. Not only that, this collaboration also had a tangible economic impact. Reports indicate that Calvin Klein's product sales skyrocketed after the campaign with Jungkook was released. Several collections even sold out within hours, demonstrating that Jungkook is not just a promotional face, but also a real force in influencing global consumer behavior. Furthermore, this collaboration shows how music, fashion, and the entertainment industry can come together in one grand narrative. Jungkook has successfully connected these three worlds, creating a strong image while inspiring many other young artists to dare to break through the traditional boundaries of their careers. HYBE itself has succeeded in positioning its artists in a position where they are not only recognized on the music stage, but also in the worlds of fashion, business, and even pop culture as a whole. What happened with Jungkook and Calvin Klein is not just a commercial collaboration, but a symbol of major change. K-pop is no longer limited to music, but has become a global cultural force capable of competing with big names in the international fashion industry. And one thing is certain, the millions of accolades received by Jungkook and HYBE are just the beginning of something bigger. Looking ahead, we can envision more cross-industry collaborations that will further solidify BTS's position, particularly Jungkook's, as an irreplaceable global icon. Following the initial wave of excitement generated by Jungkook's collaboration with Calvin Klein, the ripple effects of this moment continue to be felt today. Not only in the fashion world, but also in BTS's overall image, and even in HYBE's increasingly clear business strategy. One interesting thing is that Jungkook's success in this collaboration did not come easily. His long journey as the youngest member of BTS, or what we commonly refer to as the Golden Magne, has laid a strong foundation. Over the years, Jungkook has demonstrated remarkable consistency and professionalism. From global concert stages to fashion photo shoots, he always gives his best. It is this image that led Calvin Klein to see Jungkook as the perfect figure to represent their brand on a global level. On the other hand, HYBE seems to have a grand vision. They don't just want their artists to succeed on the music stage, but also want to create global icons with cross-industry influence. Jungkook is the perfect face for that vision. With his natural charisma, he is not just a model, but a bridge connecting music, fashion, and global pop culture. If we look deeper, every major collaboration involving BTS members almost always has a significant impact, both in terms of trends and public perception. However, what Jungkook has achieved with Calvin Klein is truly special. He has managed to position himself not only as an idol who became a brand ambassador, but as a true representation of a new era in fashion. Even on social media, the effect is extraordinary. Hashtags related to Jungkook and Calvin Klein trended on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok for days. Fans from various countries, from America, Europe, to Asia, joined the conversation with thousands of posts showing their pride. Many non-K-pop fans also got to know Jungkook through this campaign, then delved deeper into the world of BTS and K-pop. The praise received by HYBE was no joke. Many entertainment industry analysts said that HYBE's strategy was worth learning from. They were able to see opportunities outside of music and take advantage of them very intelligently. HYBE not only promotes its artists, but also builds an ecosystem that allows them to be relevant in various fields. This makes them different from conventional entertainment agencies. Even more interestingly, this collaboration also opened up a new discussion about how K-pop artists are viewed by the international fashion industry. In the past, many thought that Asian faces were only used for certain markets. However, Jungkook's presence changed that view. He is not only loved in Asia, but also widely accepted in the American and European markets. This proves that the appeal of K-pop artists is now truly universal. For Calvin Klein itself, Jungkook's presence is an important moment. This long-established brand has successfully refreshed its image in the eyes of the younger generation. Jungkook, with his fresh aura and energy, has made Calvin Klein relevant again in the era of social media. The collection he wears is not only seen as clothing, but as a symbol of an aspirational lifestyle. However, behind all that, the most impressive thing is how Jungkook remains humble. In several interviews, he emphasized that he is just a lucky person who gets to work with big brands, and he wants to continue learning. It is this humility that makes the public respect him even more. Fans feel that Jungkook's success has never made him forget where he came from. Looking ahead, many predict that collaborations like this are just the beginning. With his growing reputation, Jungkook could become the face of many other global brands. However, the most important thing is how HYBE can maintain a balance between Jungkook's music career and his fashion career. If both are managed well, he could become a real example of a global artist who is successful in both worlds. This collaboration also underscores something broader. BTS and artists under HYBE are not just musicians, but cultural pioneers reshaping how the world views Korea, K-pop, and even Asia. They have not only garnered millions of accolades, but also shaped a new narrative about what it means to be a global star in the modern era.